The Ottoman Empire was one of the biggest empires in world history. It lasted for more than 600 years, from the late 1200s to the early 1900s, and covered lands in Europe, Asia, and Africa. At its center stood the Sultan, the ruler of the empire. To many people, the Sultan seemed powerful and grand. He lived in the Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, where servants, guards, scholars, and workers all tried to keep the empire running. But the Ottoman story was not only about power. It was also about danger, secrets, and hard choices. Behind the palace walls, princes sometimes competed for the throne. In some periods, a new sultan feared that brothers might fight for power, so family members were sometimes kept under close watch. This shows how nervous rulers could be about losing control. The empire also had many different peoples and religions. Muslims, Christians, Jews, and others lived in Ottoman lands. Many communities were allowed to keep their own traditions, though life was not always equal or easy. Ruling such a large and varied empire was a challenging job. The Ottoman military was famous too. The Janissaries were elite soldiers who once served the sultans closely. They became very powerful, and over time they sometimes influenced politics in surprising ways. This is one reason Ottoman history is full of changes and conflict. Some people think of the Ottoman Empire only as a strong and shining power. Others point out that it also had strict rules, palace struggles, and periods of weakness. Both views help us understand history better. The empire slowly weakened in the 1800s and finally ended after World War I. In 1922, the Ottoman Sultanate was abolished, and a new chapter began in the lands that became modern Turkey and other countries. The Ottoman Empire left behind mosques, bridges, laws, food, music, and stories that still matter today. Its history reminds us that empires can look mighty on the outside, while hiding many secrets inside.